Hello, house. Time for Clash of the Supporters. You know, Morning Fresh detergent. They always add these things, or they used to at a point add these things when you buy the Morning Fresh detergent. They're very useful, especially for scratching back. So anytime that's why you always see me carrying these things. It is scratch back. Well, hello. Thank you, Morning Fresh detergent. So, Clash of the Supporters. Daddy, I need help. So does Buhari. Benny Ak. Washiri Baba. Happy New Year. How are you doing? Brume. I don't see my people. Lang lang. Ah, is my eye paining me or is this? Brume, oh, you're not sending me requests. Mama Tuzi, I remember that. Mama Tuzi. Eh? Mama Tuzi, where are you? Where are you guys? Am I not following Mama Tuzi?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mama Tuzi.
How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting for Brume. Then Atiku's camp. Atiku's camp. Where is Atiku's camp? I'm trying to find who is Atiku's representative. Hey, be like, say Atiku no send rep. Oh. Chai, I've been on my eye. Okay. Okay. Ah, Brume. Where is Brume? Oh? Okay, Brume is here. Brume is here. I've sent Brume. Musti never send me. Oh. We're in trouble. Oh. Musti, who is representing you guys? So how have you been, Mama Tuzi?
I've been good.
You're looking very
I've been good. Yeah, I just turned off my computer now, so I've been busy. Today has been a very, very busy day for
Okay.
me.
You work as an RN, if I remember correctly.
Yes, but I'm not bedside anymore. I've not been. I did that for 8 years. I'm in operations now. I'm in clinical operations and safety and quality and safety operations. So I'm a office person. I'm actually working remotely currently. I'm working from home.
Uh-huh.
So
So you have nurses that work from home.
yeah, nursing is not all nurses are bedside. That's the beauty. You can transition from bedside into other roles. We have nurses that are IT people doing IT because healthcare IT. So you can work with IT. Nurses are in research. There are nurses in biomeds, medical device, different area.
Brume.
So it all depends.
All right, Daddy
Hey,
Free.
Bruno.
Good evening. Happy New Year.
Good evening.
Happy New Year.
Representing team Mustafa. Sorry, I said Mustafa. Yeah. Who is representing? So I'm learning a lot about this nursing. I'll host you one day. You come and tell us about nursing. You understand, and
Yeah, no problem.
to be a nurse and and all that.
I don't know if Bruma's sister, I think your sister is still doing bedside, right? Or is she out of bedside? I know
My
your
sister is a
sister is in
bedside.
nurse.
She's a
No, she
bedside.
still does bedside.
No, yeah.
I was bedside for 8 years. I actually was home health nurse for 2 years. I was bedside nurse for 8 years. And I'm like, okay, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. My hospital is like an insane place. But I'm
Yeah.
still working in the same organization. It's just in different role.
Okay.
So
We are not a
Better
nurse
pay.
practitioner, Sha.
No. I'm a clinical. I'm a quality operations manager.
Okay.
So because you can be a risk. Yeah, it's more. It's a leadership position. It's higher than being bedside.
Okay.
So most of my dealings now, I deal mostly with people, leaders of those areas. So performance
Okay.
improvement, process improvement, and stuff like that. So it was
Yeah.
easy for me to switch. Yes.
Next, what is
So you didn't chop $10,000 a week COVID money, yeah?
No, yeah, I wish. I wish. No, I didn't do that because now I work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 job. I'm a 9 to 5 job person. I work Monday through Friday, and I didn't have the extra strength in me to do that. Though I was still required because when COVID was at the peak and we had to have people, all of us that are nurses working in the office, we were actually pulled to staff. And even when the vaccination started, I had to go to do the community vaccination in the stadium that we were using for the community. So nurses, even you are still a nurse, it's just you're in a different role, So yeah, and you still have your nursing license, so they pull you out. You need to help because all hands on deck. We really needed the help. So, but nurse practitioner, it depends. For me, that was my initial going to, but I knew that wasn't going to be end for me because my interest I felt that what I'm doing now, not in this role, what I'm going to do is going to be more impactful. I can touch more people's lives than just being at bedside. So I'm doing, I did my MBA and my public health. I'm doing health policy and management. So yeah, that's why. Mr. Femi, good evening. Continue your writing.
Femi is going to collect K today.
Oh, Femi is down there.
Yeah, he's there.
Internet tiger.
So who is next? Who is coming? The reason why I'm like, now you were talking about $10,000 a week.
People didn't get that. Nobody got $10,000 a week. It's more.
Traveling
They gave. No, that was a bonus. That wasn't their income.
Okay.
They gave bonuses because, like a state like New York, for example, if you guys were seeing it on TV that people were just dying. That was, when COVID just started, it was really bad in New York. They needed the nurses like everywhere else in the United States. We actually have close to 1 million shortage of nurses. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get better because our baby boomers are retiring. So, so we need nurses. So now hospitals are competing against one another and offering like, okay, let me pay you this so you can come and work for me. So that happened in New York, in California. California, they've always been crazy. Their own is different because they have unions, so they have issues. They have their own thing. But New York was paying people 10,000. Actually, that was the lowest. Some were paying $30,000. It's a bonus for you to even sign up to come and work for 12 weeks or something. So then a month, they probably will now be paying them like $100 or more per hour, and you're working 40 hours a week. So that is a lot of money. But of course, that was COVID money. So things are kind of coming down.
It wasn't bonus, man. My sister in Virginia got 10K a week, excluding bonus.
Well, so it depends on how much they are paying her per week.
A day.
Yeah. She was having a traveling nurse.
Those are travel nurses. That's what. Thank you, Brume, for helping me to clarify that. Those are travel nurses because we have something called traveling nurses in America. Just like even for high T, people doing high T, if you are working with agency, they might be paying you $7,500 an hour for a particular role. When you convert to permanent full time, then your pay goes down to like $50 an hour. So it's different because you are like contract.
What?
So
what we are doing, we are waiting for team Atiku. But what is a
travel nurse? Travel nurses. Okay, so for me now, my license is Texas, but my license is not just to practice in Texas. I can actually practice in about 20 states because I have compact license. So if I'm working, I'm resident here in Texas. If they have a job for me, say one hospital in New York says they need nurses and all that. If I have a license that can practice there, I can sign up with an agency. So I'm working with an agency, not with that company, not with the hospital itself, but an agency that is helping them to staff. So I can travel to California for 13 weeks assignment. I can travel to Atlanta for 12 weeks assignment, stuff like that. So that's why they call it travel. We have travel nurses. We have flight nurses. Flight nurses are the ones that actually use, when they use a helicopter to go and pick up patients and all that. I have friends that are flight nurses. We have nurses that are working on the cruise ship. The nurses are everywhere in different places, and hopefully Nigeria will get there one day. The people won't feel stuck in the hospital.
Now, how much were doctors being paid in this period?
They didn't change the fee for the doctors though. No,
doctors didn't enjoy it.
No, because the thing is this: one doctor can take care of 10 patients, for example. But for nurses, states have limits on how many patients a nurse can take care of. For example, for labor and delivery in Texas, I can't take care of more than 3 patients as a labor and delivery nurse, 3 patients. And it can't be 3 high-risk patients. So if you're a labor and delivery nurse, so maybe one is just normal, regular delivery, and the other ones are kind of complicated. That's the max, because if you start getting this thing, nurses will start pulling safe harbor and filling out safe harbor forms. Safe harbor means that I'm not comfortable to do this because this is going to be, I can't take care of this patient safely. So they can feel that. And then if they are in med surg, like 6 is usually their number, 6 patients to 1 nurse. So that's why for doctors, it wasn't like that crazy, because one doctor can be in charge of 20 patients, but you need multiple nurses to take care of 20 patients. And there was no nurse anywhere. In fact, as a matter of fact, a lot of nurses.
Hold on. Are you trying to tell me that there was a point in American history where nurses were making more than doctors?
Yeah, because our doctors that are like family practice doctors that are not like specialized doctors, general practice doctors, the average money they make is about 200,000, 250,000. So if we have nurses, like we were saying, that are making, like the other person said, the sister was making 10,000, that is a lot of money. Of course, those money now, by the time they take out a week,
is 400
a month or a month. No, that is not. I think Brume said that's 1 week.
Yes.
Yeah, 1 week. A week. 40,000.
So that's 40,000 a month. Yeah.
400 in 10 months.
Yeah, and then they will just pay 23% of it for tax. or depending on their tax bracket, because with Trump tax they wouldn't have paid much, but we've gone back to the normal tax that we used to do, because tax for the starting with the Trump reduced tax, but we needed the tax. So it depends. So at the end of the day, you have to also look at, because it depends on the agency you're working for. They also provide you insurance and all that. But even that time, even though some agencies don't do that, hospitals were ready to give you insurance because they really needed you to come in. So they wanted you to be protected too, because it was COVID. This is a serious situation.
Now, some people said 35% is the tax. Okay, now that COVID is over, because I love information. I can sit to scientists all day, nurses all day, doctors all day. I just like to learn things. So when I'm having a conversation, I don't sound dumb, which is what many Nigerians don't do. So a Nigerian woke up the other day and told me that if you go to school in Nigeria, you have no prospects abroad. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot compete with those that went to, and sometimes I now heard somebody else who said it is better for you to go to Unilag in Nigeria than go to college in the US.
Well, I don't know the college that person is talking about in the US. College is different from college.
I can share my personal experience that it is, right? So some people, I went to University of Oyo, right? Even within Nigeria, people didn't regard my university as a solid one, right? But fresh out of school, I worked with Schlumberger, right? And immediately, my very first assignment was in France, okay? And all the engineers from Imperial College, in fact, first of all, my aptitude test, the day I went to VI to write the test, right? You see guys, UI, first class, so I was intimidated, right? But like I realized that, hey, education in Nigeria, we keep referring to education as an umbrella, right? But you have individuals who are learning. So Nigeria teaches us the same thing that they teach most people, except that our curriculum is quite outdated, right? But when I went to the world stage and I sat with engineers from other parts of the world, after spending a few days with them, I did not feel inadequate. I felt as highly educated as they were. In fact, when we began to work, I did better than a lot of them, right? What they have is a very good practical understanding. Like, we're at a dinner table, there's a candle floating in water, and immediately the guys say, oh, this is Archimedes' principle. I did not think like that. I can define Archimedes' principle, but it did not strike me immediately that, hey, a body would displace an amount of water equal to its mass. I'm like, oh, wow, these guys, they connect these things fast. In class, when they gave us assignments, they always finished first, and they got to the answer correctly. I took a longer time because then, for example, they were sharper with the computer and stuff like that, right? So our Nigerian education is good enough, right? When we go abroad, why do you think that for the Nigerians and Nigerians, right? Because we still top the class. Yes. We have the discipline. As long as you can read and pass and come out with 2-1 in Nigeria, you can perform anywhere in the world. So nobody should feel like that Nigerian education is solid.
I thank you, Brume, because you explained it right. Nigeria education, there's nothing wrong with our education system. Lacks the practical part of it. We do more of knowledge based, but here they will not just teach you the knowledge, they teach you the implementation of it, they teach you the analytical part of it, they teach you this critical thinking part of it. Nursing here, when you go to nursing school here, when they are giving you exam, they are not doing just your knowledge base, like what is this? No, they are giving you a scenario where your patient came and all that. So which means is more of an analysis thing, is more of a critical thinking thing. You have to read that question. This patient came with this. You have to look at, okay, this is the symptoms this patient came with. What does this fit in? So nobody's just asking you, what is anemia? Nobody's asking you nonsense like that. It's more hands-on practical stuff. And I'm glad that you mentioned that individual also matters, because we have people that will go to Harvard here and somebody else that will go to a smaller school here in one rural area. And when they are working together, you'll be like, you actually paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for your school. Who taught you? You'll be wondering. So it's individual too at the end of the day. Nigerians excel when they come here. They do well. But our chief of anesthesia at my hospital, Dr. Babatunde, is Nigerian. One of our friends in Alabama, Dr. Akishoto, is a doctor. He went to UI. He's one of their top doctors in Alabama. And so I know a lot of this thing. Some of my teachers, Dr. Amisu is from Niger. So when you talk about Africans generally, we do well. It's just that our curriculum, like you said, they are outdated. It needs to be revamped. We need to bring more practical into it.
You went to University of Uyo, Brume.
Yeah.
What did you study?
Civil engineering.
What did you finish with?
2-1.
Okay. And your first gig was Schlumberger?
That's a good company.
But I spent my NYSC in Badon. I worked with ATR partners, consulting civil engineers, right? So, like during that time, for example, like I had a chance to practice, right? I designed about 31 highways.
Good.
Like my dad is a civil engineer, so I already knew the Nigerian issue is that civil engineers, as a civil engineer, you should get 4% of the contract sum when subject for design. They don't pay Nigerian civil engineers that, so they are suffering, you know. And then and if you don't have people in government to push the work to push your payments, then you know it becomes a wild goose chase. So I saw that early, and when I saw the chance to enter oil and gas, I did. I didn't hesitate. And it was the best.
Yeah.
So my friends who stayed back, you know, they had to decide later to leave. The ones who are succeeding have political connections. That's the only way to survive, you know.
Did you try to transfer to Schlumberger here, where you are now? Or
So the nature of my job during COVID, I was in Abu Dhabi before I came here. I was in the training center, right? I just got the job fresh. I just transferred from operations to training, and training center shut down for COVID. And my PR was going to expire. So I'm like, okay, instead of waiting, then right. So I left oil and gas. I transitioned to IT. It took about 6-7 months to transition, but I'm in IT now. And it's not as good. Yeah.
Yeah. IT runs the world now anyway. And they pay well if you know what you're doing.
Yes.
All right, we're still waiting for this guy. I've not gotten any response from Musti.
Femi Aderoba is here now. You can bring him.
That's what I was going to say.
Let's destroy him. Or is he not prepared?
Femi Aderoba, come on for better working. So sorry, while I'm bringing Femi, thank you guys for the information. Mama Tuzi, you also went to school in Nigeria?
Actually, I started my college in Nigeria, and then I got my admission and I left Nigeria. I really did my undergraduate here. I finished first year at OAU, and then left, came here, started again from the beginning. So I went to school here in Alabama for my first bachelor's. Then my second bachelor's, I did that here in Texas. I have 2 bachelors. And then I'm doing my master's now. So I didn't really go to school like that in Nigeria when it comes to college level education in Nigeria. I won't lay a claim to it because I don't consider 1 year I have a claim to Nigerian.
Alaji Highway says I was his classmate back then. Alaji, what did me and you study in which class? So mention the class. Mention the class. All right, Femi Aderoba, are you ready?
He's
come on, they say
scared. He said, let them start. Just refill it.
You need to everybody group when you are already here now.
What do you want, baby?
Femi, you'll be there in the comment section making plenty of allegations. Can you come live and defend some of your allegations? All right, let's go. Time don't they go? Let me try and see if I can connect with these people. Okay, so I'm inviting Femi Aderogba. Femi fears no one. Gongoli is defending him. Femi is very, very strong, especially when he's fanning Coyote.
Hello, good morning, Daddy Freeze.
So I said, DM, Black Mentor, what's up?
Hello, good morning, Daddy. Okay, please.
Femi Aderoba, can we please see you? Are the one delaying us?
I'm coming. Let me see what they're saying in the group. I actually want to confirm. Okay, I think Above Jordan is one joining.
Okay, Above.
Let me ask him. Yeah, let me ask him. So I think he's one joining. Brumi, you said I'm afraid of you. Or yesterday. Just hold on.
I didn't say anything. I thought you should just come up and let's talk face to face now.
Let's talk exactly. Instead of saying comment section, typing.
No. Let me know he's representing us. So
come and explain special purpose vehicle to us.
Are you ready?
No. I think Above Jordan will be representing us. So let me get a clearance for him first.
Tell the guy that's coming. He has to come and distinguish between open corruption, special purpose vehicle. Okay.
Daddy Freeze.
Yes.
No. Brumi, I will answer that later. Daddy Freeze. So Above Jordan will actually be representing us this morning.
All right.
So you can bring him on.
What's his handle?
Yeah, Above Jordan.
Modi voice, you need one light alive. It says not above LeBron.
Above Jordan 1. Above Jordan 1.
Modi voice. He's not a good fellow. All right,
so,
yeah, Above Jordan is here already. Above Jordan are my senior for University of Ibadan. Make una respect them.
We'll try to keep it civil today.
We'll respect him, that phrase.
Now,
respect him.
Now, let me tell you what Nigeria needs to change. Where is Black Mentor? I want to discuss Nigeria with you people. Nigeria anyhowness. Black Mentor, are you in the house? I've sent Above Jordan. Black Mentor, I want to talk one matter we concern you. I want to make you day live when I talk this matter. Just day the live. Can you hear me, Black Mentor? Join the live. I want to talk one matter when you did the live. Black Mentor, I say Black Mentor. Above Jordan, get old, what is it called?
Instagram.
Above Jordan, please update your Instagram. Update your Instagram. Above Jordan, please update your Instagram. You need the latest Instagram. Remember one time we're live that Black Mentor saying go send me one jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember. Now so Black Mentor sent me before Christmas. Like midweek December, if I'm correct. Midweek December. 9 black men to send me this jacket. And he sent it express, which is supposed to be next day delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, after checking all of them back and forth, I finally was able to contact customs today, only for customs to tell me that they held the jacket. He said he even did express shipping. Customs is holding the jacket, and I have to pay them 40-something thousand naira to receive the jacket.
To retrieve the jacket.
Why?
Today's date is 11th of January. 3 days express turn 1 month nearly. Why?
What service was used?
Low?
What service was used? What
FedEx.
company?
FedEx.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, the communication is bad. And when I was in Nigeria, I used to buy spare parts for my car from the US, right? And you know, I used to give at least 2 months because it arrives, before you get notification like customs, before they tell you how to pay the duty, then you go to the bank and you go and pay it before they it was just a messed up process. And then they will not even deliver. You now go to their office and go and pick your items, right? So it was frustrating, right? Here, no matter how big an item is, I buy it, it gets delivered, and it's so smooth.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
I'm just
Things
trying
I
to,
take for
because I mean, it doesn't
granted
make any sense.
abroad, they don't work in Nigeria.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I would think that only a product that required that the shipper then pay the custom fee and expect the receiver to pay that would be the only product that should be happening to. So and it's FedEx. That's why I'm like FedEx. That's kind of that's interesting.
Bongoli is saying I should restart the live. So I'm going to go out and come back. Instagram, please fix your bugs. Y'all got too many bugs. So take care, guys. I'm back in a moment.
Okay.